Jason Onye, defensive tackle for Notre Dame, has been granted a 6-year of eligibility, and it was reported by Eric Hansen, the vet, the grizzled vet, getting it done. So a lot of people didn't know whether or not this is huge, man. You get what you got in the portal. You get Armel Mukam back. You get Jason Onye back. There is absolutely no reason Notre Dame should not flat out be bullies in the trenches next year. No excuse. But sticking to Jason Onye, he left the team in 2024, did not partake of the run going into the playoffs and ultimately to the national championship. I'm happy that the young man showed resiliency, and I'm happy that Marcus Freeman and the staff, when it would have been very easy to part ways, chose to choose the young man. That's what I'll say. As a staff, as a school, and as a program and a brotherhood, everyone chose to surround him and support him and gave him the resources to not only get back to the team, but to become better and stronger as a young man. That's what this is all about, right? This is why we refer to them as student athletes, right? We love watching them run out of the tunnel on Saturdays. We love when they make plays and do dances. In his instance, we love when Jason Onye pressures the quarterback or makes a big run stop. But more than that, especially when it comes to Notre Dame, that prides itself on being different and doing things different and being holistic about the total young man. That's what Notre Dame prides itself on. 4 for 40 is about the totality of the young man. And to see this young man be granted a 6-year, when just like all of us, ladies and gentlemen, at some point, there are tough times, there are valleys in between the peaks of life that we have to travel. And those are some dark places. Can I get a witness? I know I can get a witness in the chat. Those are some dark places at times. And it's in those times when you find out who really loves you the most. Or as they say, as the youngsters say, that's when you find out who really rocks with you. And Notre Dame showed this young man that they really messed with him. They rocked with him. And because of what he had to go through, I felt that he had a really good shot at receiving. Because this wasn't like, oh man, I had a red shirt at Fair State, or I had a red shirt during COVID. This was like, yo, real life and death situations outside of football about the young man. He had to step away. The school had to support him. He showed resiliency. They showed love. They showed brotherhood. And I felt that in the end would lead the powers that be that made this decision to say, you know what? That right there is extenuating circumstances. And he should be granted a reprieve on the time that he missed because of what he dealt with, what he went through, and how he overcame it. I thought his story and his case would be very appealing and favorable in the eyesight of the decision makers. And we finally got the decision today. So a tip of the cap to Notre Dame, a tip of the cap to Jason Onye, and from the Notre Dame football fan base. We look forward to you becoming all that you can be, not just as a football player with that gold helmet on, but as a young man in life as you continue on down the road, even after your playing time, man. God's best to you, young man. Congratulations on your 6th year.